like to welcome you all to our newest video in which we will be discussing any and all things related to taking your career to the USA. For today's video, we will be speaking about a topic that is very close to our heart as a school, in name how to have a successful job interview. Now, I would like to present to you 6 tips on how to have a successful job interview. Do your research. It is very important to know about the brand and the job position that you are being interviewed for. So, contact other people if you know any in the company already that are working with the organization to learn about the company culture and work environment. If you don't, well, then visit the company or the social media page of the company to get an idea about the working culture. Also, learn as many details as you can about the company before the interview so that you can ask informed questions and build a rapport with the interviewer. Prepare your answers to common questions. So, a lot of common questions are, for example, why do you want this job? Why should we hire you? What are your strengths and what are all your weaknesses? What do you know about our company? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Tell us a bit about one problem that you have faced in your previous job and how you have solved it. All those questions are pretty, common these days, and practicing those will always lead to some improvement. Ask a family member or ask a friend to interview you and get their feedback on how you respond to those questions. You can also record yourself and also study how you are delivering those answers and observe your body language and the way you're pronouncing it. Your appearance says a lot about you, and let's be honest, you never get a second chance at making a first impression. Now, to make the best first impression at your interview, try to be clean, be well groomed, and be nicely dressed. It is very important to consider the standards of the dress code of the potential workplace and dress accordingly. So if you're going to an office where you have a specific dress code, try to match that dress code for your interview. To begin with, find a quiet room where you won't be interrupted to do the interview and make sure that the technology you will be using works efficiently. Also, practice using it before the interview, as you never know how those technical difficulties can appear. Also, very important, test your internet connection as well as your microphone to ensure that your video runs smoothly during the interview. Now, during the job interview, try to relax and stay as calm as possible. Remember that your body language says as much about you, if not even more, as your answers to the actual questions. Now, proper preparation will allow you to emit and transmit confidence. Therefore, try as you answer questions to maintain eye contact with the interviewer. Also, be sure to pay attention to the question so that you don't forget what is being said. And also listen to the entire question before you answer, so you know exactly what the interviewer is talking about. Very important as well, try and avoid cutting the interviewer off at all costs, especially when he or she is asking a question that appears rude. Now, also, if you need to take a moment to think about your answer, that's totally fine. And actually, it's a better option than starting out with multiple and not knowing where to go with your sentence. And last but not least, my personal tip, breathe. It's very helpful and it will result in you becoming more relaxed and more calm. Basically, what you should do is write a short email or text after the interview to thank the employer or recruiter for taking the time to meet you. Now, you can also mention important details that were mentioned or covered during the interview, as well as clearly describing your enthusiasm for the position and for the organization. Now, this concludes all the tips, and basically now you know how to prepare for an interview. And remember, always be punctual and remain professional throughout the whole application process.